Afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PBTV. It's been a while, but here we are with two variants of a coming soon item. So these are the sample ones that we have, so we thought we'd make a video, have a little chat about them, get some excitement about them. But yes, very, very cool. I think these will be extremely popular with a certain group of airsofters, reenactors, World War II enthusiasts, etc. So we have the Lee Enfield Mark I and the L42. I'm just going to get rid of the L42 for now. We will come back to it and have a look at it shortly, but we are definitely going to start with the Lee Enfield itself, because these have always been extremely popular. As always, if there is something you want to know about this thing, any specific question, if you want to know a feature of it, please drop your question down below. We'll flash it up on screen and try and get it answered as quickly as possible. I am not a World War II expert, so I'll go through as much as I can. If there's something we can't answer, the description that has been done for this thing online is extremely detailed and will get you absolutely all the information that you need. So if there's something I can't answer, that is definitely something to look at. If not, I'll start at the front and work my way back. But yes, I'm going to leave this thing on the hold that I've got here, because the first thing that we know, once this thing is built up and it's got its optic and stuff on it, it is heavy. So this thing's about 4.5 kilos, maybe a little bit more, without any BBs in it. But yeah, running around with this thing all day, you are definitely going to know about it. It is real wood, it is steel, it is exceptionally well made, it is really, really well put together. It's been made by ARES, but again, all the wood sections here are real wood, real and solid as well. It's not hollowed out in any way, so any part that can be solid is solid. Even the cheek riser is solid wood as well. So I'll start from the front and work my way back. So yes, obviously with it being a World War II replica, there is no threaded barrel on the front of this. There's no devices or anything to stick on the front. Obviously they will have bayonets and things like that, but not with the airsoft one. It's not really any point. So you do have the end, the steel end of the barrel and the front iron sights here. So you have a solid front pin sight there, and the adjustable rear sight is just under here. Obviously it's covered by the scope, but that slides backwards and forwards, and again it's just a sort of range adjustment. Coming back from that, we have the steel bands that are holding the wood sections together, and then we have the wooden body of the receiver. Sling loop on here. There are a couple of slightly different sling loops on the L42, but again, this just has the single one in the middle there and one at the back. Again, the real wood aspect of this is what's giving it that weight. So this one in particular, 4.5 kilos with the optic on it. And again, you are going to know about that after a while running around. But it is designed to be a sniper rifle. This thing's coming out of the box at about 410 FPS. It comes with a scope. You've got a 35 round mag. So again, you can be quite static with it. You don't have to be running around like crazy. But yeah, really, really impressed with them. The workmanship and the quality is very, very cool and very, very high detailed. There's really cool markings on it. So if you're after like an accurate representation of a Lee Enfield, I don't think you can go far wrong with this. It is definitely not something to be sniffed at to be getting something very, very accurate. Coming back, we do have some controls to look at as well. Obviously, being a bolt action, the bolt is on the right-hand side. I would be under the impression that it cannot be swapped. So this is right hand only when it comes to the bolt pull. On the left hand side, we do have the safety, which is a little bar that comes back. You can't put it on unless it's cocked and ready to go. So it will just spring back forward. So that will not come back. Underneath here, we have the magazine release. So pressing this upwards drops the magazine out, and it's going to be very, very heavy. And this is a 35 round magazine. You fill it with a speed loader from the top there, throw it back in, and you are good to go. Again, it's not like a lot of other sniper platforms where there's like a load ramp or a preload that you have to put in here. Whatever BBs you put in this mag, it will load them, every single one, and you're going to get all the rounds out of it. Which is always a bit of a bonus. There are some sniper rifles that you load 35 into it and it takes 7 to go up the feed ramp. This one, every time you pull that bolt pull, it'll go into the breech, and it is really, really nice. Question from YouTube. What's the FPS range. There isn't really an FPS range with this. It was very, very consistent at 410 FPS. As for its overall range, it's not something we can measure because there's far too many things that factor in with weight of BB, weather, all sorts of different things. But I will say that this thing is going to be exceptionally accurate. It has got a 590mm in a barrel. It is a 6.08, so it's going to have quite a comfortable journey as that BB through the barrel, but it does mean that it's going to get all the efficiency out of the cylinder that you can get. So all that air, it's going to be really, really consistent. The magnification and the optic was one of the things when we're going in the box. World War II and sort of era style snipers, usually the fall down is the optic. It's there as a look piece rather than it being a functional item. There is a very different beast here. This thing, it is a 3x optic. It's really, really clear. The sight picture is really good. It is a very thick bar when it comes to the crosshair, but again, it's trying to be as in keeping to its sort of look. So yeah, very, very impressed with that. It is simply attached by 2 thumb screws on the left-hand side here. They are spring-loaded. There can be a little bit of a tight push to get them on, but once they're on, it is solid. So you do not have to run this, and it is all pre-built and ready to go out the box. So you can unscrew them and just run it with the iron sights. Coming even further back, we do have the cheek riser as well, obviously designed to be a sniper-style platform. So you can get low, you can get very, very comfortable with this and just be really, really patient. So this is the Lee Enfield Mark 1. I will move on to the L42 right now. Harry Stamp, just want to say thank you for my Crytek PDW. It looks amazing and can't wait to use this Sunday at Dirty Dog Tag Airsoft. I thought you were going to say Dirty Dog. I've played at Dirty Dog and it's really, really good. Unfortunately, I've not played at Dog Tag, but I have heard a few people say it is very, very good. So I hope you enjoy yourself. So coming on to what is essentially the same platform, but it was built for specific purposes in World War II. And again, it was to bring a bit of the weight down and to be a bit more specifically a sniper style platform rather than being a standard issue type thing. So again, you can see all the wood and everything is missing off the front. And again, real solid wood was very, very heavy. So again, this is a little bit lighter. But apart from that, functionality, the hop system, the optic, and all that are exactly the same. Even its overall length. So they're both about 110 centimeters long. There's no way of shortening that. They are a solid piece. There's no folding stocks or anything in World War II. So it is as it is. Again, real wood, so it does keep some of that weight. The magazine is the same. The guys that do the descriptions and that are much more knowledgeable at these things, and they say that that is the only flaw they could find with it being a sort of extreme sort of one-to-one replica, rather than it being, there is a slightly different round that this is meant to use. So the mag is the same as the other one, but it should have been slightly different. Apart from that, if you're after something that is iconic and sort of as accurate as you're going to get it, this is definitely the one to look at. Again, controls are always the same. So on the right hand side, safety on the left, and again, when you pull the bolt back, the hop comes back and there is a grub screw on the top there. That is where you adjust the hop, so it does have an adjustable hop, but it does require tools. It's not something you can do on the fly. But again, with the barrel and the way the hop system works in this, it's going to be very, very consistent. You're going to have some really, really good follow-up shots and all that kind of stuff. But again, the one thing that we noticed as soon as we got these out of the box is the build quality. They are built extremely well. Again, with it being real wood, it is going to get a couple of dinks in it. If you're playing in woodland, it's going to chip, it's going to crack, you're going to get dents in it, all that kind of stuff. But again, it just adds to the sort of look and feel of it. And when I say box, the boxes are behind me as well. So these two crate-like looking items, these are the plastic fake wooden crates that they come in. So they do come in two something a little bit better than an actual wooden crate, as much as that would look very, very cool. Because these are plastic, have clasps on them, they've got cut out space in them for these to sit. I think they're a bit more practical. You can take them to site, you can use them as a bit of a hard case rather than having to lug something extra around. Another question off, another statement off YouTube. The L42 was actually rechambered in 308 to 762. Used until the Gulf War. Yes, so that's the one thing that one of the guys, when they were doing the description, they noticed that the only thing that could have been different visually on this was the magazine should have been changed on one of them, and that was it. But again, trying to get these things as accurate as possible is very, very cool. And these, another one. Does it come with a scope? And can you change it? It does come with this scope. Again, this is all specifically built and designed to look like this platform. You can take the scope off. You could probably try and put a different scope in these scope rings, but again, with the objective lens being quite close, if you put anything bigger, it might knock into the wood. But again, the scope does come in the box with them. And it is quite easy to fit. They just thumb screw on. They are spring loaded, so you can do a little bit of adjusting. You do have a windage and elevation adjustment, and again, you could just unscrew these and it'll come off, and you can just run your iron sights. But I think I was really, really impressed with the build quality of these. I'm not really a World War II enthusiast or collector, so they're not really something that's going to end in my armoury, but I know a lot of people that are very, very keen on the Lee Enfield and World War II specific platforms, and the build quality of this and the very, very cool plastic case that they come with that doubles as a hard case. A lot of the old ones that have been like this have come in wooden crates that don't really last and you can't really use them. It's very, very cool when you're first opening it, but this now doubles as a hard case that you could quite easily use to take to a game day. It's plastic, so it's going to last. It's got latches on it, so it's going to be secure, which I think is one of the best sort of add-ons to an item. We are putting these on the website as we speak, and they are going to be a coming soon item. So these are the samples that we have just to get our eyes on them. If you want to get your hands on them, if you go on the website, hit the email notification button, and as soon as they hit our website, our warehouse, you will be notified by email. You'll be able to jump on and get your hands on them. Obviously, with the type of platform that they will be very, very popular. I think this one especially will fly out. So if you're wanting to get your hands on one, definitely get on that email so you can be notified before anyone else and get your hands on it as soon as possible. But again, really, really impressed with them. The build quality is absolutely amazing, and I think that these are going to be really, really cool on the field. And with the barrel size, a 6.08, nearly a 600mm barrel, and 35 rounds in each mag, I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun. And again, the one thing I didn't mention, these are spring, but again, even at 410 FPS, they are extremely easy to pull. You could probably do it with one finger, purely because they are spring-loaded inside. The hop system spring backs against the piston, so it is actually a sort of assisted style system, and then coming back, you just push it against the hop, and these things are really, really cool. But if that is everything for today, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a while, but we are back now, ready to go with a lot of new live streams. As always, if there's something you want us to look at, please send us a message on Instagram. We'll try and log it and get it to the top of the list as quick as we can. We'll be back again probably next week with a very special guest joining us. We are going to be doing another one of our visitors live stream. So if you want to join us for that will be on Monday. So set a reminder. Hit that bell on YouTube to get notifications when we go live. And as always, if you like what we do, please hit that subscribe button. Without you, we wouldn't have got to that 10K mark. So we have new goals in mind. And always, if we've missed your question or if you want to know something more, drop a comment below and we'll get to it as soon as we can. But if that's everything today, thank you very much, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.